Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. I'm coming at you today with another in my Kissy Lip Valentine's Day card series. And you can see I have another non-traditional card for you. So I actually still had the kind of tealy colored Pink Fresh Studio ink on my stamp from the first card I shared with you, that slim line that was teal and hot pink. And I just couldn't let that ink go to waste. So here I am. I stamped it down and I decided I wanted kind of a gradient look. So I'm not sure of the colors, and really the colors don't matter because it's what you want your project to look like. But I went in with 3 different shades of green or kind of a tealy blue. It turns out it just looks like green when the project is all done, but I love that highlight in the middle. That was unexpected because I thought I was going from dark to darker. But that middle highlight I think is fun, and I've watched a lot of makeup tutorials where they kind of teach you how to do that, and so I'm happy with it. I think it turned out great. And here I'm using the drizzled line stencils from A Colorful Life Designs. This is part of their new release, and you know, I don't like my crystal drops, my Nuvo drops as drops. I like to use them as a paste, so that's exactly what I'm doing. This is Honey Gold glitter drops, and I'm just kind of squeezing it on, and then I'm going to spread it through the stencil like any other paste. And it's very translucent, and it's just sparkly and soft, and it just gives that little hint of texture and shine, and then of course the sparkle from the gold glitter that's in it when it's done. And I just go around the edges with the ink blending and with the spread of the gel, and it just highlights, right? It makes those lips pop even more. So I set it aside to dry, and then I used that stitched rectangle die from Creek Bank Creations, and I cut it out. And then this is actually where I learned that my gold, what I thought was cardstock from Tonic, is actually a gold sheet, a package of gold sheets. And so it's very unique, but I didn't expect it. When I pulled it out, I was like, oh, this is actually metal. So it's definitely different to work with. It is not a paper product, not paper. So I put the glue on it. You got to make sure that you get the glue on the edges because it becomes concave on the back side, and you don't want your glue to kind of go down in the cave. You want it to stay up on the edges where it will adhere to your project. And then I tapped it off on my towel so it wouldn't smooch, and then it got stuck, and then the metal pulled apart. So it was a bit of a challenge, but I took the challenge and I love it. I love it. The metal gives it such a unique look, and you don't necessarily know that it's metal until you get up on it, but it definitely took some maneuvering to get that to glue down and get it to look right because my word just all spread apart. So anyway, there it is, glued down under acrylic blocks, and here I stamp out the rest of the sentiment. It says, "Here comes a," so all together it says, "Here comes a smooch." And then I just cut it out on my trimmer. I use my scissors to cut that end off at an angle because I just think that gives it some added interest. And I did not use the halos or the background dies for the smooch because I didn't want to lose any of that card. Between the background and the lips, oh my gosh, I'm just in love with it. But what I did notice was that my word had not adhered down completely. So I take a little piece of scrap paper. This is a good tip. Take a piece of scrap paper, put some glue on it, and just slide it up under between your die cut and your card, and then you put some acrylic blocks on it, holds it right down. You don't have to worry about trying to bend it to get the glue up under there or anything. And I can't take ownership of that tip. I learned it somewhere else, but it's a great tip and it works very well. So here I am just scoring and using my bone folder to crease my card bases. I actually had 2 cards going at once, so that's why I have 2 card bases there. And I just lined it up on the card base to see if that's what I wanted, if I wanted any extra layers, or if I was done, and I decided that I was done. So glued the panel to the base with my Tonic all-purpose crafty glue or something like that. I can never remember the name. Put the weights down on it so it can adhere properly, and that's pretty much it. That is my card, and I'm in love with it. Here it is. I did add some of those little enamel dots from Gina Marie Designs, and I can never find them online to link them for you guys, but that's my card, guys. Nancy the Handy Scandy with Valentine's Day Kissy Lips #2. I'll be back soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.